Years later, the agent said, hey, you want to go back to Russia again? And we said, well, yeah. So that was 1997. And then I think a few years after that, Nick Hobbs, this amazing British guy who's living here, he promoted all my shows. Interesting guy, always had an element of chaos. And he contacted me, he said, what about your talking show here in Moscow? I said, how do you think it'll work? He said, I have no idea. And the only way to find out is to do it. I said, what's the level of English appreciation in Moscow? And he said, we'll get a translator. I said, interesting. You were there, right? Okay. And so I figured I'm going to meet this translator, and we are going to sit for hours as he studies how I speak. I will tell him the things I'm going to talk about, so he's at least familiar with what I'm going to get into on the night. And I thought this meeting would be all afternoon, right until showtime. Our meeting with Peter, the translator, was about 70 seconds. I said, Peter, yo, how is your English? Pretty good. I'm like, oh no! I said, Nick, he went, yeah, it's not gonna go very well. And so I went out on this weird stage where everyone is clutching the single headphone to their ear, like it's the United Nations. And I'm speaking, and I see Peter coming from like a projectionist booth hole. There's his head, and he's listening to me, and every once in a while you see him speak. And every time he speaks, he's right in my eye line, I can see him as I bomb. He speaks, and you see people push the earphone into their ear, thinking, the harder I push it, the more sense this will make. And minutes turned into hours. The show took days. I'm telling you something. Peter, please, talk to them. And you're like, and you can see people like, I'm like, pray. This is not fun. This is unendurable. It's like having every tooth pulled, one at a time. And so the show came to an end, and people were very polite. They're like, I'm happy that it's over.